NATO leaders gathered in The Hague on June 25, 2025, for a critical summit focused on boosting defense spending amid growing security concerns in Europe. The event, tailor-made for U.S. President Donald Trump, aimed to secure his commitment to the alliance by endorsing a significant increase in defense budgets across member states. President Trump joined fellow leaders for the traditional family photo alongside NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte and Dutch Prime Minister Dick Schoof. Other prominent attendees included German Chancellor Friedrich Merz, British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, French President Emmanuel Macron, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni, Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez, and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, among others. The summit's centerpiece was the agreement to raise the defense spending target from the current 2% of GDP to 5% by 2035. This ambitious increase responds to long-standing U.S. demands, particularly from President Trump, who has repeatedly urged NATO allies to share the burden of collective defense more fairly. The new target includes 3.5% of GDP dedicated to core defense capabilities such as troops, weapons, and equipment, and an additional 1.5% for broader security-related investments like infrastructure adaptation, cyber defense, and energy protection. While most NATO members backed the new spending goal, Spain announced it would not meet the 5% target by the deadline, calling it unreasonable, a stance that drew criticism from President Trump. Belgium and Slovakia also expressed reservations, signaling the ongoing challenges in achieving full consensus. During the summit, President Trump sought to reassure allies of his commitment to NATO, despite earlier comments casting doubt on the U.S. pledge to Article 5, the alliance's mutual defense clause. Speaking aboard Air Force One en route to The Hague, Trump said, "I'm committed to saving lives," though he did not explicitly reaffirm Article 5. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte and other European leaders worked to emphasize the United States' continued dedication to the alliance. The summit also unfolded amid broader geopolitical tensions, including the ongoing conflict in Ukraine and recent military strikes on Iranian nuclear facilities. Leaders used the platform to reaffirm NATO's unity and resolve in the face of these challenges. Dutch Prime Minister Dick Schoof highlighted the importance of both unity on defense spending and strengthening the defense industry to meet evolving threats. Estonian Prime Minister Kristen Michal underscored the urgency, noting Russia's rapid ammunition production compared to NATO's and stressing the need for preparedness rather than fear. As the summit progressed, leaders engaged in bilateral talks and strategic discussions, with President Trump expected to meet Ukrainian President Zelensky to discuss ongoing support amid Russia's invasion. The 2025 NATO summit in The Hague marked a pivotal moment for the alliance, setting a new course for defense investment and collective security in an increasingly volatile global environment. The commitments made here aim to ensure peace and stability in Europe for generations to come.